A Roku TV will not be ready for streaming until the internet connection, software update, account activation, apps, and inputs are set up correctly. In this video, I will show you how to set up your Roku TV from the moment you take it out of the box, connect it to Wi-Fi or Ethernet, activate it with your Roku account, install streaming apps, connect external devices, and fix common setup problems safely without opening the TV panel. Before starting the setup, make sure you have everything ready. You will need the Roku TV, the remote, a working power outlet, fresh matching batteries or a charged remote, your Wi-Fi network name and password, and an email address for your Roku account. Some Roku TV models also support an Ethernet connection, so you can use a network cable instead of Wi-Fi if that option is available. The next step is to place the TV securely and connect the power. If you're using the included stands, attach them to the bottom of the TV with the supplied screws. If the TV is already installed on a wall mount, make sure it is secure. Connect the supplied power cord to the TV and then plug it into the wall outlet. Turn on the TV using the remote or the physical power button on the TV. If the Roku TV does not turn on, first check the power connection. Make sure the power cord is pushed firmly into both the TV and the wall outlet. Try a different wall outlet to make sure the original outlet is working. If the TV is connected through a power strip, remove it and plug the TV directly into the wall. You should also try turning it on with the physical power button instead of the remote. Now prepare the Roku remote. Remove the battery tab if the remote has one, or insert fresh matching batteries in the correct direction. If you have a rechargeable remote, make sure it has enough charge. A basic infrared remote does not need to be paired, but a Roku voice remote may need to connect to the TV before you can continue. If the remote does not pair or respond, restart the TV and try again. On a remote with a pairing button, press and hold that button for about 5 seconds. If the remote does not have a pairing button, hold the back and home buttons together for about 5 seconds. Also check the batteries, move closer to the TV, remove anything blocking the remote, and move nearby electronic devices away if they may be causing interference. Once the remote is working, choose your preferred language and the correct country. After that, select Setup for home use. Do not choose store mode or demo mode because those options are meant for display TVs. If you need the screen reader, you can use the available shortcut during setup. The next part is connecting the Roku TV to the internet. Select Wired if your TV supports Ethernet and a network cable is already connected. Otherwise, select Wireless, choose your Wi-Fi network, and enter the password carefully. Wi-Fi passwords are case sensitive, so use Show Password to check what you typed. If your network does not appear, select Scan again. If the TV cannot connect to Wi-Fi, confirm that you selected the correct network and entered the correct password. Test the internet on another phone or computer to make sure the connection is working. Restart both the TV and the router, then try again. If the signal is weak, move the TV or router closer. You can also temporarily connect the TV to a mobile hotspot and continue the setup. After connecting to the internet, allow the Roku TV to check for software updates. If an update is available, let the TV download and install the latest Roku OS version. The TV may restart automatically during this process. Once it finishes, it should return to guided setup so you can continue. If the Roku TV becomes stuck on an update screen, Roku logo, or restart loop, unplug it from the power outlet for 60 seconds. Plug it back in and repeat the setup. If the problem continues, the final home-based options are a factory reset, recovery mode, or an offline USB software update if your TV model supports it. Remember that a factory reset removes the linked account, installed apps, and saved settings. The next step is activating the Roku TV. Enter the email address you want to use for your Roku account. Open the activation email on your phone or computer, or scan the QR code if that option appears. Sign into your existing Roku account or create a free account. Keep the TV on the activation screen until the full process is complete. If the activation email does not arrive, wait a few minutes and check the spam or junk folder. You can also search your inbox for the word Roku. Make sure the email address shown on the TV is correct. Press the star button to resend the activation link or edit the email address if needed. If the link has expired, request a new one. If the QR code does not scan, move your phone closer to or farther away from the screen. Clean the TV screen and change the angle of the phone camera. If it still does not work, use the manual email or activation code option instead. During activation, be careful to avoid fake support pages. Creating and activating a Roku account is free. Only use official pages that end in Roku.com. Never pay an activation fee, and never allow an unknown support agent to control your computer. Roku may ask for a payment method, but it is only charged when you choose to purchase something. If you are setting up a used Roku TV, check which account is linked to it. Go to Settings, then System, and open About. Look at the linked email address. If it belongs to the previous owner or someone you do not know, perform a factory reset and activate the TV with your own Roku account. After activation, give the TV a name that you can easily recognize. You can also select the room or location where the TV is being used. Accept the required terms and continue through the account preference screens. The setup may ask you to choose streaming services, interests, or recommended apps. Select the services you already use and any interests you want, or skip these sections and install apps later. Free trials, offers, and recommended apps are optional. You can now connect external devices to the TV. Plug in your cable box, satellite receiver, Blu-ray player, game console, or sound system, and turn the device on. Allow the Roku TV to detect it, then choose the correct name and icon for that input. You can also skip this step and complete it later. If an external device is not detected, make sure the device is turned on. Disconnect and reconnect the HDMI cable, then try another HDMI port. Select the correct input on the TV and repeat the device detection process. To set up antenna channels, connect the antenna to the live TV input. Open the live TV tile and complete the channel scan. If you use a cable or satellite receiver, select the HDMI input connected to that box instead. Once you reach the Roku home screen, you can install your streaming apps. Open Search, find the app you want, and install it. To move an app, highlight it and press the star button, then select the Move option. You can also remove apps you do not plan to use. You can also customize the Roku home screen and basic TV settings. Adjust the tile size and available recommendation rows if your model supports those options. Label the TV inputs, change the picture and sound preferences, set parental controls, and check for another system update. The official Roku mobile app can also work as a remote. Download the app and connect it to the TV. The phone and Roku TV must be connected to the same Wi-Fi network. This means the app normally cannot control a new TV or a TV that is disconnected from Wi-Fi until the network connection has already been set up. Before finishing, complete one final check. Make sure the Roku TV is linked to the correct Roku account, connected to the correct network, updated to the latest available software, and showing all connected inputs. After that, you can open your streaming apps, sign in, and start watching. That's it for this video on how to set up your Roku TV from start to finish. I hope this step-by-step guide helps you connect your TV to the internet, activate your Roku account, install apps, connect external devices, and fix any setup problems along the way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more useful tech tips. Have any questions, or did you run into a problem while setting up your Roku TV? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.